Hello, happy to have you here. Today we're going to learn how to make a static website using Zola and deploy that on GitLab pages so that you'll have your own live website. All right, let's just jump into it. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install Zola. So here's the installation page. They have a lot of options for you to be able to install Zola on whatever system you're on. Once you do that, it's a pretty straightforward process. Just make sure you have a stable internet connection. Once you do that, go to GitLab and you're going to hit create a new project repository. If you're new to GitLab, you name it here. Let's actually do it right. Then for upload, make it public or whatever you want and initialize with a README and you're good to go. Just hit create. I already made my own and already done and connected it to Visual Studio, so pretty much ready to go. And yeah, just jump into it. All right. So once you are here, the first thing you're going to do is say Zola init, the name of the website. So let's call it my demo. Hit enter, hit Y again. Where it says URL of your website, example.com, don't worry about it because we're going to change it later anyway. All right. Ironically, you already have a running website. So I'm actually going to, once you CD into my demo, you're going to say Solazerve. And you actually have a running website. There it is. It's a Zola homepage. But it's local right now. So let's fix that. I'm going to close this again. Open a new tab for later. All right. I'm going to end the process. And I'm actually used to using Bash, so I'm going to switch to that quickly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab everything that is in the My Demo folder, and we're going to move it to the root directory. At this point, or copy it, I should say. At this point, you're done with the My Demo folder. So now let's talk about deployment. There are two ways to do it. You could do it through the deploy on the repo. You say deploy pages. And this is the file extension for the YAML file that is responsible for the deployment and the integration. And also Zola has the documentation for how to handle, right here, GitLab pages on Zola, for how to handle this process. There are two ways to do it. You could either follow their interface, which by the way, let's take a moment to stop here. Basically, GitLab pages will have this runner that's going to run an image that is being built. And for it to work with Zola, you have to copy paste this into the YAML file. That's pretty much where the magic is at. So you're going to end up copy pasting into a YAML file. So you could just do it inside here, write whatever you want, and then it just overwrite everything that is in this interface, hit next until you're done. Let me actually show you how that's done. So then at the end, you just write whatever you want here and then commit. And it's done. It's uploaded right then and there. Me personally, I prefer to do it the other way, to do it manually. So I'm just going to go back to that. All right. Oops. Not a big deal. First thing I'm gonna need is once again, the file extension. So I'm just gonna make that manually. Touch. There we go. Now I'm going to get the code from Zola. and just paste it, and we're done. At this point, we can honestly just commit everything that we have so that we can see the live website. All right, this is gonna take a second. I'm gonna have to move out of here for a bit. All right, there's a YAML file. Let's see the pages. Yeah, it's still updating. Let's give it a couple more seconds. In the meantime, let's see if it comes back. Perfect. This is the live link. Let's actually see it together. This is the live link for your website deployed on GitLab pages right now. So as of now, you already have a live static website. Only problem is that it's not pretty and it has zero personality. But that's something that can be fixed pretty quickly. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So actually, let's take a cue from them. They say like, okay, let's install a theme. You can find a list of themes here. So for simplicity's sake, you can see there's so many here, but I'm going to pick Albatross. Now, the documentation previously, as you may have seen, says the runner uses a submodule. So the theme has to be installed as a submodule so it can play nicely with the runner. So now that we have a theme here, I'm actually going to copy this. I'm going to show you what matters here. So it says git submodule add dash dash all that stuff. I got rid of the extra fluff. Just git submodule add the URL of the theme, and then under the themes folder, the name. There's going to be another folder that's going to contain all the data for the theme. And this is how we're adding it as a submodule. So here we go. Beautiful. So if you open themes here, it'll say Albatross and then everything inside there. Just like before, we're going to make our lives easier. We're going to copy everything that is inside Albatross and move it outside. Or rather, just make a copy outside. We're going to want to leave the themes folder generally alone because the YAML file is going to need to go into that path later. If you look at Git modules, it says it's going to look for Albatross and themes dash Albatross. So it's just best to leave it alone. And now that we've moved everything, two more things that we have to do quickly. So the cool part is we already have the link to the website here. We're going to go into the config tunnel. We're going to replace this base URL with the link of the website. I'm actually going to go into the README of the website as well. And also paste it for convenience. And last but definitely not least, is if you take a chance to look into the Albatross documentation, it says theme equals Albatross. And it also said it in the, here, theme Albatross, and then basically any theme you add as a submodule, you just have to bring it back into your config file like this, and that's how the theme is actually activated. Now, honestly, you have everything you need. Now, it's going to take a while to update. So in the meantime, let's first check how it's holding up. While it's updating, we're actually going to go ahead and do a few things. So you can see the multiple folders here that have the structure of your website. So there's this section that says, for example, AAA, BBB. These are the titles. So I'm actually just going to switch them now. Let's call this timeline. We're just going to make two small changes. We're going to go to the static. We're going to go to templates. There's a home page. Home. Home templates custom. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm going to switch this to we created our website. All right. Now, I decided to go ahead and just do that because I knew it was going to take a while for this to update anyway. See? Now our albatross theme is ready to go. Everything that you see here is like everything that came with the theme. And it's really cool. You could really just customize it to your liking. But it does take a while to update, which is why I went ahead and made a few changes. Now, you were probably thinking, oh, how do I make these changes and so on and so forth? Even if you don't know a lot, you can just start editing little things here and there to your liking if you're not going to change the templates too much. And so I decided to actually just go ahead and edit these titles AAABBB that you see up here. And I decided to edit this chunk here where it says Albatross free theme. Zola is a good SSD, so on and so forth. That's why I edited this time. So, because it's a live website and it's constantly being deployed, I'm actually just going to commit the changes and push them. So let's recap. We have our live website. We added a theme to our live website. Now we're going to see how our changes look like after pushing. Just like before, this is going to take a minute. Let's make sure we didn't leave anything behind. Sort of like my proof of change is these titles that I know I changed for sure, like AA to biography, BBB to timeline. Let's see. There we go. All right. Biography timeline has changed. Just like you can see here. Let's go quickly here. BBBBB. Home. I said we created our website in Zola. Thank you for watching my video. You can see it here. We created our website in Zola. Thank you for watching my video. And as you can see, super modular and super cool, man. Super fun. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, see you next time.